Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We're going to be talking how mindset changes can help us transform our lives. We have Dr. Justine here with us today, who's going to be presenting. She's our leader and owner here at Justine Blainey Wellness Center. If you have any questions about the talk itself, you can give her a quick text at 647-987-9355.
All right. Hello, everybody. Great topic ahead, but we always have some awesome information with you. We're going to be talking about top nutrients for your heart health, how to strengthen our bodies, how to get good, deep sleep. That, of course, that helps everything. And what do you do if you're tired and awake in the middle of the night? So, improving that overall sleep. Ongoing great topics ahead. Stay tuned with us because we're trying to provide you lots of great information. And if you just make one change every week, you're that much better off 50 changes, 52 changes at the end of the year. So today we're talking about 5 ways to shift your mindset. So many of us get stuck in a rut, right? Doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a change. So changing that mindset to change our behavior, change our actions to create that success, the goals that we want. So that's our focus today. So number one, to change our mindset is to change from I have to get this done is I get to do this done, get to do whatever it is. So, whether it's gardening, I instead of I have to do the gardening, I get to be able to be outside with the flowers. Instead of I have to shovel the snow, I get to shovel the snow and to be outside and see the beauty of the snow, and do it in slow steps. We often complain about things we have to do versus things we get the opportunity to do. We have the opportunity, if we have a home, and we're healthy enough, we get to hold that shovel, hold that rake. What an amazing thing to be able to enjoy all 4 seasons. Um, when we give something a different energy, we feel more blessed and grateful about it. For example, taking out the garbage. Who likes that task, right? However, the garbage got there for a reason. So I get to change the garbage because I was blessed that I was able to have the amazing nutrients, the food, to be able to put something in that garbage can. I don't have to do the dishes. I get to do the dishes because I was able to enjoy a meal with family and friends. I don't have to clean the house. I get the opportunity to clean the house that I cherish, that I can share with family and friends. So it's all about how the wording we give to a task changes our mindset about that task. Number two is looking towards a growth mindset. So let's first look at the fixed mindset that many of us may have. That we focus on our failures. We focus on, I don't want to do something if I'm not good at it yet enough. I don't want to feel uncomfortable. I don't want to feel challenged. I don't want to feel pushed. When I'm frustrated and it's just not coming my way, I'll just quit. I'll try something else. I don't want criticism. I don't want to do things until I'm going to be good enough, because that makes me feel bad. And I just want to stick to what I'm comfortable with and what I know. These are areas of a fixed mindset, but limit our growth, limit our potential. So failures are a great opportunity to growth. When you look at a child that's learning to walk, they fail a lot. They fall. When you play a soccer game, you fall. You play hockey, you fall. And everybody cheers when you get up and you try again. But then when we add that same metaphor in our business life, in our school lives, we somehow change it to I failed. I should feel bad. I've somehow let other people down. We get to think about a growth mindset is I get the opportunity to learn more from every failure. The champion is the one that tries again and plays again. The challenges help us grow. That our feedback is what makes it constructive, helps us be a better person. None of us are perfect. None of us don't make mistakes or don't have a conversation that we could have handled better. But if we learn from each one and we say that daily one thing, like Tony Robbins, just learn one new thing every single day, one new challenge every single day. At the end of the year, we're so much better. We get the opportunity to say, I love new things. I love new challenges. I love the opportunity to make a better choice, to communicate better. In our office, we know as a team we can always make things better. So we have office meetings every single week, an hour to an hour and a half, focusing on how we can communicate better, how we can make our office function better to provide people the best feeling, the best energy, the best ability to make their appointments in an easier way. If we want to apply that same concept to our own lives outside of our businesses, outside of our office, if we took time every single week, Sundays, to say, let me evaluate, how could I have more of a growth mindset? What did I learn from last week and what can I do better? So, one of the areas that I do to help with that growth mindset is I listen to Darren Hardy every single morning. It's free. I have my motivational quotes, I have my Darren Hardy every single time, every single day, and I have my sort of meditation, stretching time to focus on what can I do better today. Number three is don't get discouraged by our failures. Fail is the first attempt in learning. Our failures are an opportunity to learn. You know, even from our earned injuries, it's an opportunity to learn. I know I injured my neck really, really severely when COVID started. Um, and so I had like tingling and numbness in my hands. And I couldn't hold a pen for a while, couldn't hold a tea, couldn't hold a fork. But through that injury, I became a better doctor. I was able to help other people with cervical disc injuries that much better, who had carpal tunnel that much better. So although it sucked in the moment and sleeping with ice packs and sleeping in a chair, um, it made me a better doctor. So every one of our challenges, whether it's with a child and you know that you didn't handle that timeout as well as you should have, or you gave them a reward when really that was just to make your life easier, not really supporting the behaviors that you want, and you know that you could have handled that parenting situation better. You've been frustrated, you're just exhausted, and you yelled at a child and you know you shouldn't have. We get a second chance here. We get a second chance to do things better. So, Max Planck said, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Let me say that again. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Whatever our challenge is, whatever our failure is, let's look at it as a way that we can improve. We can learn from it and love ourselves, give ourselves grace. There's no perfect parent, there's no perfect athlete, there's no perfect doctor, there's no perfect employee. As long as you say, okay, I messed up. What can I do better tomorrow? Always tell yourself and believe that you will and you can improve the next day, even the next moment. You know, that we can love ourselves in our challenges, love ourselves in our screw ups, and just say, okay, next, what can I do better the next time? And always work to improve and apply that same area of grace to those we love and we care about around us. Number 4 is don't play the victim game. All right. If we look at failures as bad things, we tend to, judge ourselves, right? So when things don't go our way, we don't want to looking to blame others. What can I do better? Always want to look at what can I have contributed to that failure? What can I have said or done or read the situation better in order to do something in a different way the next time? Remind ourselves that things are happening for us and not against us. And when we're complaining about a situation, it really doesn't make anything better. Everything happens for a reason. It can be a great mantra. Everything happens for a reason. So just give you example, somebody in the parking lot hit my car, parked car. I'm in the office adjusting patients. So now I have a choice. Do I and patients gave me the pictures of who hit my car. I have a picture of the person, I have a picture of the license plate. But do I actually make a complaint? Yes, I was the victim. I wasn't in the car. Somebody hit my car. Or I could just say, you know what, that person was having a real bad day. You know, maybe I just let it go. It's not going to affect my ability to work. It's not going to affect my ability to park. Yes, I've got scratches and a dent on my car, but do I want the work and the effort to fix it? So let's adjust every situation. Maybe some are just not worth it. Maybe some can just say, That's not the big game here today. That's not what's most important in my life. Assess our values and then decide, is this really going to affect my values? Is this really going to affect my life? Before we say and work on that victim game. You'll look back often and realize that the certain things that didn't work out is because it was meant for us. It actually makes it better for us in the future. So I can give you an example. At one point in chiropractic college, I was studying super hard and I was like that brown noser student. And I missed a bubble on my pathology exam. And that meant when you missed a bubble on the Scantron, everything was wrong after that. So I ended up getting 52% on that exam. And when I went back to Dr. NJ and the professor, I'm like, no, 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 look at this, the part where I wrote down the answers, not the bubble paper, but the other paper they still kept, and could see that I easily would have gotten an A. And he looked at me and he said, well, Justine, you're dumber than I thought. That's your fault. You missed the bubble. You learn it better for the next exam. So for the next exam, I studied like crazy for pathology. I made sure I knew everything. I studied on Thanksgiving, morning, evening. I had the papers everywhere. But you know what? I had to get over 90% to get that A. And I became a better doctor because I, one, increased my studying, two, increased my focus. I was not going to miss a bubble again. So sometimes those challenges make you a better person overall. Number 5 is don't wait things to get things or for things to be perfect to go for what you want and to be happy. We always want more than we have. We have big eyes sometimes, want things bigger, better, shinier, just different than what we have instead of focusing on what's great right in front of us. We want to make sure our happiness is focused in the moment and not have our happiness depend on things that we don't have yet. The goals that are in the future. It's better to acknowledge what's good right now and to be grateful for what's right now in our lives and to live it in that moment. So, one of the quotes that from Anonymous says, don't wait for things to get better. Life will always be complicated, isn't it? Life's always going to be complicated. Learn to be happy in the moment. Otherwise, you just run out of time. You just run out of time. Yes, there's stress going on in the world, everywhere, all the time. Turn off the negative news, focus on what's good, focus on your home, focus on the great food that you have, focus on the great family you have, and that gratefulness time of what is good happening every single day in your world. And that'll help us wake up with that energy that we deserve. So change your mindset, change your life. If you want to change your life, change your mindset and think about things in a different way. The things that I get to do, the things I love to have, the things that I do have today, that's where we focus. And maybe this is something we need to watch more often, to maybe put the quote right on your fridge, I get to, right by your dishes, I get to, right by your vacuum, I get to. I get the opportunity to serve and love those people around me. So we start every day in an awesome way with happiness. So, what is a maximized life? It's an opportunity to live our lives, to serve, to give, to be able to love those around us, right? And by doing that with more energy. And that's why with Max Living, we say it's never too late to make great changes in our life, to maximize our mind, to maximize our nutrition, to maximize our oxygen and our exercise, to maximize our nervous system, and to minimize toxins. So, with all of our talks with Max Living, we want to make sure we have the energy to be our best. And we do that by working on all 5 essentials with Max Living. And that's why we have so many different talks for you to check and to learn a little bit each week about how we can maximize our lives. When we're as chiropractors, we know that's so hard with this mindset, especially when we're on a stressed day, when things just aren't going our way. That's when we tense up. That's when our digestion doesn't work. That's when we get headaches. That's when our focus is down. So, as a chiropractor, we focus on helping you remove stress, helping you function better by removing subluxations, helping that brain and body connect better to your eyes, your ears, your nose, your stomach, your legs, your arms, by helping that nervous system function better and focusing on what is good by helping to remove some of those stressors so that we can function better every single day. So stay tuned with us and realize even when you're having a tough day, you can do this. You can handle it. You're better than you think you are. Life is good. So let's focus on what's great happening around us. Stay tuned with us. We've got great information all the time, information about heart health, strengthening, improving our sleep. We love to make sure we improve just one thing every single week and share this with others. We love when you connect with us and like us and share. So connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, website. Please do a review. That helps us help others.